Hey everyone, it's Ken again. I wanted to do another video. I thought today I'd talk about anxiety because your girl has it. My anxiety story goes back probably like mostly in high school. It started for me. I've always been like an anxious kid though. I just feel like I'm wired that way. I'm just anxious. Like things make me nervous. I overthink. Because I overthink and things make me nervous. But I wanted to talk about 10 quick things that I do to try to ease my anxiety. So I have a little list for you and I'm just gonna go through them quick. So the first thing I do for my anxiety, and this is like definitely a personal thing, like not everyone's for medication. I personally take medication. I take citalopram. That's definitely something you would want to consult a doctor with. I take a pretty low dosage of it. It just tends to help me relax more. I used to have pretty bad social anxiety, and I noticed when I started taking citalopram, it would kind of clear my mind. I wouldn't like overthink what I'm saying and like every little action I'm doing. Granted, do I still overthink? Yes, but that just seems to take the edge off for me a little bit. Definitely a personal preference. Definitely a consult with a Dr. Dealio, but that's my first thing. My second tip that I do is I go to therapy sometimes. I did more in high school. I still go once in a while just to like talk to an unbiased person about what's going on in my head, but sometimes just to get an unbiased opinion can be really helpful. Your friends, your parents, they're most likely going to be more biased towards you, as they should be. Another perspective can be not taken into full consideration. So that's why I like to go to therapy sometimes, just to like let out a load of stuff. No judgment, no bias, just yourself and your thoughts talking to someone else. So the next thing I do, I think this is number 3, along with going to therapy, I do talk to like friends, family, people close to me sometimes, just to like vent and get my thoughts out. I found for myself, if I keep my thoughts and frustrations bottled in, I tend to explode. So I definitely need to get those things out. My number 4, once in a while I'll take CBD oil, and I have the bottle here. Focus, yeah. Green Mountain CBD oil, and it's chocolate mint flavored. It doesn't taste the best, but it tends to just kind of relieve an edge that I have. Again, I tend to overthink a lot, and it just seems to calm my head. Yes, that's my number 4. My number 5 tip is cleaning. I tend to enjoy cleaning, but I have found if my space is not clean, oh my god, my head is not clean either. I like to go to bed with a clean space, clean room. This sounds so dumb, but I make my bed before I go to bed. Does anyone else do that? I know I'm about to get in my bed, and it's not like 2 minutes before, but maybe like an hour or so before. If I have not made my bed for the day, I'll make my bed before I go to bed. It just makes me feel more calm. I don't know. I do it. Let me know in the comments below if you make your bed before you go to bed. Besides that though, I like to just like have my laundry done, my clothes away, try to get my dishes done when I can, you know. But just like have a clean space. I'll vacuum my floor usually, take out excess garbage, remove excess stuff around like my bed space. My bed, or my room and my bed area, tend to be like my calm area, so I try to keep that as clean as possible because I feel like I can just like go in my room and just like fully relax. So yes, definitely cleaning for me helps relieve my anxiety. I don't know what number I'm on, 5 or 6. I meditate before I go to sleep. I try to. I think it's less meditation per se and more just like trying to practice breathing before I go to sleep. Let me pull up my app. Let's see if you can see my app. It's called Insight Timer, and I love it. This is what the app looks like right here. And then if you just go in, you can scroll and pick, I can't see, I'm sorry, hold on. Yeah, at the bottom I hit meditation, and then you can go to sleep. I usually do sleep, then I pick through these. Some I like more than others, of course, but there's quite a few that I like and that I tend to go to. Besides sleep, you can just go to the meditation button. There's a bunch of filters you can pick from, like if you're just stressed or need motivation, need to relax, just need a break from your day. There's a bunch of options for that too. So that's the app I use, and I actually really like it, and it definitely helps me clear my mind before I sleep. I'm one of those people who tends to lay in my bed and think about all the things I didn't do that day or all the things I have to do tomorrow, and it's just super stressful. I get easily overwhelmed in that time block when I'm trying to go to sleep. So that just helps me like focus just on breathing, or like a noise in the room, or like a sense or something, just to take my mind off of everything else that I can do later, but also I don't have to worry about right now because it's not getting done right now. I'm going to sleep, so don't worry about it. Yes. So cool. I know I lost count. My number, let's go with 7. My number 7, I try to do this as much as possible. Your girl doesn't always get to it. I try to exercise. I am not gonna lie, I hate exercising. I used to be in track, I used to be a sprinter. Therefore, I just, like, in my natural daily routine, I worked out a lot. I'm currently no longer in track. Therefore, I don't go to the gym all the time. But when I do go, I do feel really good. So I know it helps me. And like, especially like, let's say I've just had kind of a frustrating day, want to just like let off some steam. Exercising really helps me. Running, for me, helps me sweat the most, let off the most stress, just kind of go. You're in your own head, you can listen to music, just kind of zone out, do your own thing. I think that's really comforting. Don't get to it all the time. I try to. Lord knows I try to. But do you always get to it? No. But I'd say for myself, I'm telling myself, girl, get your ass to the gym as much as you can. But if I was giving advice to another, the gym has helped me. I would recommend it. Another thing I do to ease my anxiety is, this isn't really a thing I do, but a thing I have. I have a cat. She's actually not here, else I'd totally show her. But I have a cat, her name's Nova. She's my best pal. I always had pets growing up, so being around pets has always kind of eased my anxiety. I grew up with 3 dogs, 2 cats, so I always had pets around me. I always had like something to like squeeze or cuddle with when I needed to and I wasn't feeling the best or sad, whatever. Coming back to an empty dorm or an empty space was kind of hard for me, and just coming back to my room knowing that there's something or someone there is really comforting for me. My next tip for anxiety is to plan. I love planning. I am very much a plan-oriented person. Do things always go as I plan? No. But for me, just having that plan implemented helps a lot. I use Google Calendar. I have a planner. I have a little to-do list. I just take blank sheets of paper and write down checklists. I don't know if a checklist is really planning. Kinda. Let's say I just made my bed. Just for the hell of it, I will write down on my to-do list, like make my bed, put a little box, and I'll check it, even though I didn't have it before. It just makes me feel good, more motivated, and more accomplished. So I definitely like to plan things out. Along with that, like planning my homework out, I always write it down. Exams, I'll put them in my Google Calendar and I'll get like a little notification. I have apps that remind me of upcoming big assignments or exams so I don't forget them. I'm so forgetful, so I need help remembering. So my final tip for you is to take breaks. I feel like in today, we just live in a very fast-paced society, and it's just always like go, 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 get all this stuff done, do this, 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 this. And sometimes you just need to step back and take a break from it all. like, I'm trying to think of an example. I work in customer service, and sometimes I can get so overwhelming. Sometimes you need to take a step back and just like internalize everything that happened, think about it, be mad about it, be sad about it, do whatever you need to do. Give yourself like 2 minutes, take it all in, and then let it go. But in that break time, you're giving yourself enough like of a grieving period, let's say, to like really feel all those emotions, but then let it go. And I think taking a step back sometimes can let you get a bigger perspective of like, okay, maybe this one frustrating thing happened, it's making me anxious, it's stressing me out. But out of that one little thing that's happened, like you have your entire day, your entire week, it's just such a small portion. And for me, taking a step back to think about that helps me realize like, okay, don't think about this, don't internalize this, don't stress about this, because it has no effect on me in the long run. So those were my 10 tips on how I deal with my anxiety, internalize it, deal with it, get with it, mess with it, whatever, something. Thanks for watching though. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you want to see anything else from me, let me know. And until then, thank you. We'll see you soon.